Hello, welcome back to Whiskey Wednesday. I'm Joe and every Wednesday I do whiskey video reviews. This week I'm going to be reviewing the Black Bottle blended Scotch whisky. Now, this is a blend of the Islay malts and then it's also blended together with Highland, Speyside, Lowland whiskies and some grain whisky. It's 40%, as are a lot of blended whiskies, and actually got this bottle for about £13. It is quite a common little blend, but you don't really see it in the supermarket, so you have to either go to your specialists, or if you get lucky, check out little local off licenses, like little independent off licenses that have sweets and booze, because it's often in there. And I say £13 I got this for. So let's give it a nose. First, you obviously look at the colour, and I have to say, for a cheap budget blend, it's quite a light colour, which suggests they haven't used much spirit caramel, because for some of your cheaper blends and for some of your cheaper single malts, they do add caramel to it. And this just keeps the colour consistent. A lot of people say that it adds kind of caramel flavour to the whisky. But this is actually fairly light, I'd say. It's not as dark as your famous grouse. So let's give it a nose. I think the idea behind Black Bottle is it's a much peatier blend than, say, your famous grouse or your grunts. So on the bottle, the first area that's mentioned is Islay. So it's kind of an Islay blend. It's a peaty blend, but it does contain Highland, Speyside and Lowland whiskies, and obviously some grain whiskies. And on the nose, there's like a lovely toastiness to it. Kind of toasty grains, a little bit of white pepper coming through. You get a sense of that kind of youthful peaty whisky coming through as well. That's why a lot of peaty whiskies are younger. You can get older peaty whiskies, but I often think peaty whiskies work really well when they're young and fresh, because the youthfulness of the spirit keeps that peat high and kind of quite zingy and fiery. Yeah, a lovely kind of toasty smoke. There's a slight seaweed note, very slightly. Smells really nice. Really nice on the nose. Quite gentle. Slight saltiness coming through. You get kind of a sense of the malt barley as well. Imagine that kind of toasted, charred barley. Maybe it'll wake up if I leave it in the glass a bit longer. Right, let's give it a taste. Now on the palate, the front of the palate, you get that real kind of sweet malty note coming through. So you do get a good sense that there are some, good quality single malts in here. And the cask quality has been really good. And you get a kind of sweet malty note. Again, there's that kind of slightly kind of peatiness coming through, smokiness. I'll say more kind of smoky, almost like burnt toast. kind of heavily burnt toast. Again, saltiness. Right, let's give it another try. There's that slightly kind of vanilla flavour coming through from the grains, which is really nice. That kind of slightly sweet vanilla contrast to this kind of lovely burnt smokiness. Really nice. Right, let's give it one more try. A bit more pepperiness comes through now. It's like salt and pepper and smoke, a little bit of vanilla from the grains. You do get a little bit of sweetness there from the barley, but it's really smooth, really smooth. You don't get that kind of, burn that some of the other younger budget blends give you. It's really smooth. That's a really nice little whiskey. I think because of the money, because it's only £13, well, between 13 and 20, depending on where you look. Because of the money, because it tastes so nice, it's got that smokiness. You don't have to really kind of think about it. It's one of those ones that kind of just goes down really easily. It's got a little bit of character to it. I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. Purely based on the fact that it tastes great, really smooth, lots going on, and it's cheap. So yeah, black bottle, blended Scotch whisky, 7 out of 10. Highly recommend you picking that up. See you next week, guys. Cheers.